Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good week. For this week's poem, this is my response to the optional group word prompt in the Angelou subgroup of the First Line Poets Project. Typically, in it, there's a optional prompt in addition to the piece that comes with trading lines with another person in the group. That piece will be coming next week. But for this one, the prompt was simple: to write a poem using the word Laguna, but not in the way that you think of when you think of the word Laguna. There's no body of water involved in this piece. The poem, there's something a bit more profound in this Laguna, and it goes a little something like this. The Laguna of my years, everything up to June 1994, a blank space of my life. I've heard stories of who I was, rambunctious, active, even social. Photos of me with a throwed out grin, with vague memories of the third grade spelling bee, a separate school sans sister, oblivious to all my disabilities. The medals and trophies are still here, a reminder of the athlete before cerebral palsy took hold. I don't remember winning them, though. Yet the child existed then, the one in all of my mom's photos. Out of the Laguna came present me. He's still here, on his own 2 feet. So yeah, as I mentioned, the Laguna that I'm talking about, it's a gap. It's used to describe a gap, lapse, or missing piece. In my particular case, there are a whole lot of memories of my youth that I do not remember, or at best have a hazy outline of what happened. And I say up to June 1994 is because that's when the memories. That's when I start to begin to remember everything. I vaguely remember the New York Rangers winning the Stanley Cup. I vaguely remember the New York Knicks going to 7 games in the NBA Finals. And I vaguely remember the 1994 World Cup. And also I remember a pair of classmates of mine back then who both had spina bifida and both passed away before the end of that school year. That being said, all the photos of me as a kid still exist in the myriad of my mom's photo albums. All the trophies that I won volleyball are in the back of my dresser, and the bag of medals from all my athletic competitions. I still have it all. But as the years go by, the less I remember less I physically remember, like how I got to where I was. Because once you get past all that, you get to the part of me that had to deal with all the surgeries on my legs. That part of my life, I tend to remember a good deal more, even though that part of my life is getting lost to time as well. Like, the scars are still in my body, physically reminding me of what happened. Even if the recollection of the events tends to fade away as time goes by. But all those memories, for better and worse, shaped the person that's speaking to you in this video. Like, take even one of those memories away, and I don't become quite the same person that I presently am. I know that I didn't know this much for sure. Out of the Laguna that was my childhood, I managed to try to swim out and make it onto my own 2 feet. Like, I'm still here. I'm still reckoning with all the after effects of of those formative years, and I probably will still be reckoning with the after effects of those years the older I get. There's really no running away from what's been. Even in the moments where you don't remember, where you don't remember what happened. It's all part of the experience of being human. Well, everyone, that's it for this week's video. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you guys again next week. Good night, everybody.